Oh my god, guys, look at this. That is the end of the world. What are we going to do now? Like many smart people say, when in doubt, zoom out. So, dear friends, are you really worrying about this? This is what you're worrying about? Come on, let's be serious. Nothing goes straight up only to the top and nothing goes straight down to the bottom. Ever. But what really caused this short-term shift in price action? Let's deep dive. Crypto are highly speculative and very volatile assets, so anything in this video should be considered only as entertainment and not a financial advice. This is the Solana chart, but it's the same exact thing like Bitcoin. Do you see all these green bubbles? That spot demand for Solana. People want to buy in those green bubbles, but here on the top there are no red bubbles. What does this mean? There was not actually selling orders. People didn't want to sell Solana on spot. What does this mean? This was pure market manipulation by the market makers to flush out every leverage long positions. As you can see, I fell victim in this situation. Until now I had 6 out of 6 perpetual Solana wins. This will be probably my first lose. I don't think so. My liquidation price is 188, so I can take it. Even if it goes so down to 188 and I get liquidated, I can take it. That's not even the 1% of my portfolio. So guys, if you're playing perps, be careful. Always risk management. Never more than 1% of your portfolio. But I think this will change. As you can see, higher lows right now. I opened 2 more longs on Drift protocol. That's on Jupiter. On 240 was my big one. I think this will be reverted right now. So the lesson is nothing goes straight up forever. In bull markets you can see this type of movements 6-7 times in any bull market. This can happen, guys, so don't worry at all. Let's prove this now. Let's prove who's selling and who's not. I still don't understand people. Human psychology is something fascinating. All people jumped in the train nearly at $100,000 and now they're selling. These are the short-term holders, these guys that bought the top and right now they are panic selling. As you can see, short-term holders sold the dip. This is the selling of the short-term holders, so guys, don't be like them, don't be weak hands. In contrast, long-term holders do not sell. Why? Because they know where this puppy is going. This puppy is going to $200,000 and they know it, so they don't even care if we didn't reach 100. This is a matter of time for now. 2021 bull markets, there was the top, there were the long-term holders sold. As you can see now, not even close. Only the 6 months to 2 year medium time holders selling. These guys that bought from $48 to $600 Bitcoins, they did a 30-40% up. Their trade was successful and they are selling their positions. A lot of profit taking as we are reaching 100,000, but again, as you can see, no holders sub 56k profit taking. Only the short to medium term holders are taking profits, almost every one of them from 56,000 and more. Cumulative returns on halving years. Blue line is this year, 2024. As you can see, guys, long way to go. Long way to go yet. A lot of paranoia, and especially on X, about this bull market is over and all this stuff. This is one of my favorite indicators, the MBRVZ score. As you can see, you can start panicking when this is reaching at 6, let's say 5 plus, but now we're not even on 4. Guys, relax, this bull market has just begun. We haven't even seen an altcoin season yet. We will discuss about this later, but for now, just take a step back and relax. This bull market will continue. Bicycle top indicator. Benjamin did an exceptional video about this. We can see the 111 SMA and the 350 SMA times 2. When these 2 lines are crossed within 3 days, we can say that this was the top of the bull market. Here on the first bull market, look at this, they crossed, that was the peak of the bull market. This second bull market, yes, they crossed, but not in the same amount like the first bull market. third bull market. They just even touched, they didn't even cross, just for a little bit, as you can see. Maybe in this bull market they don't even get crossed. They may come very close, and that was it. So beware, because even in pi cycle top indicator we can have diminishing returns. Benjamin explained this to this video. This is very good. So for now the two lines are not even close. Again, don't worry, this bull market will continue. Remember people, this is after the halving, a period of consolidation, and then boom, the great upside is coming. So opportunities like this is for buying the dips. Fill up your bags and enjoy the ride. Before this small pullback in price, we had exceptional Bitcoin news. The fear and greed was plus 90, so it was very logical to have a pullback. For example, Van Eck's prediction that the Bitcoin tsunami will reach $180,000 within this year. This is very hard. I don't really believe it, but for sure I can see this price on 2025. And if something like this happened, for example, Senator Loomis wants to convert all the Fed's gold to buy Bitcoin. I don't think that this is happening, but let's say they do 5% or 10%, and then all the pension funds, the big institutional banks, every big player wants to jump on the train. Can you understand the impact of all this? Straight line to $1 million. You know what is helping people to have a better sleep at night? Finding excuses on why they do not want to buy Bitcoin. Where bear market comes, Bitcoin is dead, and when bull market comes, Bitcoin is a bubble. In any two cases, they find these excuses to don't buy Bitcoin. And we're talking for an asset that, apart from the bear market years like 2014, 18 and 22, all the other years is outperforming every big index and any other major indicator like Dow Jones, S&P 500 and all these. Bill Gates would short Bitcoin if there was an easy way to do it. And then we have Michael Saylor who says, come on, short it. Short Bitcoin, short MicroStrategy. We're not selling. The play is very easy. As we can see, the annual percent change from 2009 to 2015. As you can see, there's no second asset. This is the comparison of the Federal Reserve balance sheet, the US money supply and the real wages. This is a picture that talks for itself. The returns since the November 5th election, Dogecoin the biggest, MicroStrategy I own, Coinbase, Bitcoin I own, Tesla I own. Big, all of my bugs are filling, we are very happy. This picture is before the recent dip, but you have to understand this has nothing to do with short-term price action. Like James is saying, Solana is the black hole. This is the play of this bull run cycle, and we're approaching a volume of more than 100 billion. This was 5 days ago. I think now we have surpassed 100 billion. This is a new all-time high for Solana. And look at this. Solana is now recording 300% more DEX volume than Ethereum. It records more volume than the Ethereum and all the layers too combined. This is the black hole, guys. A week ago, Radium, which is the top DEX on Solana, surpassed Tether itself in 24-hour fees, and the Solana fees are very cheap. You know that, 0.000 and something. So they make up this on volume. This is really amazing. And now this amazing project Zeus. We've talked about Zeus. We got the airdrop of Zeus. We have a new airdrop. We're still doing transactions on Apollo. You know what I've been talking about. This is one of my favorite projects. We look to onboard 1% of Bitcoin's liquidity on Solana. This is an exceptional project. It wants to connect these two worlds. One of my big plays, I've entered just here. This was one of my biggest buys. I hold all the airdrop. I bought more here and I will buy more because I truly believe this is at least 10x project on bull market. I'm very conservative on this estimation, so I keep stacking Zeus in every dip. Now, what can I ask more? A Solana-based project, which is my favorite network, now has a partnership with my favorite stock, which is Tesla. Now, drivers of Tesla can't earn Natix token on the Solana network. Switching gears to macro updates, this looks very scary. This is the European funded and unfunded entitlements. Look at all these yellow lines. This is very scary. You want to have blue lines and not yellow lines. So printing in the EU is coming for sure. One more record for US interest expense. be careful, only the expense of the interest now goes to 1.16 trillion for the last year. If you don't understand how big is a trillion, go here, look all the money in the world to understand the importance of these amounts. This is very concerning. All the richest billionaires of the world are selling the all-time highs of the stock market. Is that it? We don't know. Interest rates are coming down, global liquidity is coming up, but we cannot be sure. These guys are really smart, they know what they're doing, so keep that in mind and let's see how this will be played. Unfortunately, the yields on bonds verify the actions of all these billionaires. This is the 10-year minus the 2-year yields on bonds, and historically every time this is uninverted, the recession comes. With these green lines are the recession, uninverted recession, uninverted recession, again uninverting, after a while recession. Even better picture is between the 10-year and the 3 months. As you can see, every time it gets uninverted we have a recession. Again, this line will be uninverted in a while, so maybe these billionaires know something. People can't repay their loans for their cars. These levels are higher than 2008 financial crisis. This is even scarier. Central banks around the world are stacking gold like crazy. This is the line of the gold. Look at this. In contrast to the upper line, which is the US government bonds, that no one wants them anymore. Look at this decline. And for what somebody would want this right now? Because they know this puppy will only be getting more and more. This is not going down. US debt ceiling is the maximum amount of debt that US can have at any specific time, and look at this, one more time we have surpassed the ceiling, so guess what is coming? New ceiling in the coming days. But at the end of the day, 2025 will be a global liquidity increased year, so nothing to worry for now. Our bugs will going to be bigger and bigger. That was it, my lovely people. You learned something new today. Did you like any of this information? Hit that like button. Always a nice comment is appreciated. And if you want to see more of this and of course a lot of airdrops, subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one.